Howdy team, we're in PowerPoint Chapter 1. I wanted to walk us through. I've downloaded the instructions and we're going to be working on wanting waffles. When you download the file, it'll default put your name here at the beginning of the Exploring P01 grader. Go ahead and enable editing, and then I suggest renaming it. Sometimes it'll give you specific instructions and sometimes it won't. Let's take a look at what those instructions are. Start PowerPoint, download and open the file, save the file with your last name at the end. So we want to come back up here into our file name. We want to delete our last name that was defaulted. For me, it puts student. For you, it will put your last name. And down here, after H1, we want an underscore and our last name, and then our first name. So I go ahead and put it in capitals. If you end up redoing this assignment, start putting a number 2 or a number 3 here at the beginning so you know which file you're uploading correctly to my IT Lab for grading. Well, let's get started with this assignment, shall we? Step 2. Replace your name on slide 1 by typing your name. Apply the retrospect theme. And you'll look over here, this 5 points means these 2 tasks are worth 5 points. So I'm going to click in my name right here. I'm going to type my first and last name. And then it says apply the retrospect theme. So I'm going to go ahead and come up here to, I'm going to save first. And then I'm going to come to design, which is our 1, 2, 3, 4th tab. And here are all our themes. If you click the pull down arrow over here, you can see all the themes all together. I happen to just know that retrospect is right here. So on my computer, it happens to be the 7th column, first row, but you may have to mouse around till you see that name. A theme will give you a color palette, and will make your slides have the same colored theme throughout. I'll save, and that's the end of step 2. Step 3, insert a new slide with a section header layout after slide 1. So to insert a new slide, these are your thumbnails over here. This is your big slide area to work on over here. I'm going to click between slides 1 and 2, and you can see I get that little red line. I can insert a new slide on the Home tab under New Slide, or I can insert a new slide under Insert a New Slide, and I bet you can find at least 5 more ways to do it. So I'm going to click my Home tab and the New Slide pull-down arrow, and it asks us to insert a new slide with a section header layout. That happens to be our 3rd choice in new slides. So I'm going to click that, and there's our section header layout. And it says type the following in the title placeholder. Wantin' Waffles provides gourmet quality food prepared on the spot in a clean mobile truck. What I do is I highlight that, and I'm going to put that in my title placeholder. And I just copy pasted and I saved. And that's the end of step 3. Step 4, double click the border of the title placeholder. That's here. And you'll see we get these little dot frames that tell us that we've selected that placeholder. I'm going to move it up a little bit so you can see. Change the font size to apply 60 font. Okay, so I'm going to come here and I'm going to go ahead and repin. And I don't think we got that. There we go. And we're going to click to 60. So we're trying to make it a little bit smaller so it fits in the title placeholder, and apply italics. So I'm going to come up here again in the font dialog box. I'm going to click I for italics, and that's the end of step 4. Step 5, click on slide 3, which is our thumbnail, slide 3 here, and then we see why we are hot, and add the following speaker's notes. Notes appear beneath our slide we're talking about, and the speaker of the presentation sees the notes, but the viewers of the presentation do not see the notes. I find it easier just to copy and paste, so I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to come into my speaker notes right down here. If you can't find those notes, you can click down here below at the notes. Click in there. I'm going to Control V and paste all that. I'm going to save, and that's the end of step 5.